Good morning, Cape Town. Cape Town. Cape Town.
It's Brent.
Shaking up your sunrise on AFM. Your music, your memories. Indeed, Cape Town, we love discovering artists who keep it real. Eh? No gimmicks, no shortcuts, just pure, honest music. And joining me this morning is an artist whose sound lives in that space between growing up, figuring things out, and just being human. Please welcome to AFM Radio, Daniel John.
Yes, I'm here, Brent.
Okay.
I think the line's a little bit bad, but I'm here.
Okay, we'll cope. We'll cope. We'll get through it. Don't worry about it. Eh? We keep things relaxed here. Don't worry. I think good music, good vibes, and just enough coffee to make a questionable decision sound like great ideas at times.
Amen.
Right. Your music has this really honest, almost reflective feel. Like it's not trying too hard. It's just how can I describe it? Real?
Yo, Brent, it's really just an honest take on how I feel about somebody who's very special to me. So no fluff, no extra, sparkle and stuff. It's really just the honest feeling about a person I love. That's how I describe it.
I love that. And yes, something else I find fascinating. You've got a seriously strong musical foundation, don't you? Classical, orchestral training, multiple instruments, double bass, drums, guitar, piano. That's not a hobby,
Yes.
eh? That's a full-time...
I grew up in it.
You grew up in that's a full-time relationship in itself, eh?
Yes. it actually causes a lot of upset with my other relationships. So
I can believe that.
I have to learn to balance the two.
Okay, but how has that background shaped the way you create music today?
Well, I mean, it's the foundation of everything I do. I have all this experience in different genre and different styles of playing, and it really pushes me to make things that are out of the box and sort of in a natural way. I don't really have to try very hard to do it, because it's just something that comes naturally from enjoying all kinds of different genres and sounds.
Yeah, I heard you were already releasing house tracks in high school when most of us were just trying to only pass mathematics.
Yeah, well, I was introduced to house music by a friend who was totally in love with the genre, and we had FL Studio on an old laptop at his house, and we started messing around, and I very quickly fell in love with it. And then that was all before I met the guitar, and when I met the guitar, everything changed. So
I remember FL Studio. Let's talk about your new single, A Sea Full of Curls. First things first, that title, as I said to you earlier on, it's intriguing and it's got me very, very curious.
Yeah, well, I hope it's got everybody curious, because it's a very special record to me. It's the first time I've really just let the music speak and let what I've got inside my heart really just resonate in the song. And like I said, no extra fluff. There was no reference that we tried to emulate or copy and stuff. It was really just me and the guitar and whatever else was happening in the studio. So it's really special to me.
And what inspired it emotionally? Was it a moment, a feeling, or something that grew over time?
Yeah, I was sitting in my studio, and my partner made a comment saying, I've never written a love song about her yet. And in an attempt to keep her happy and not upset, I wrote this song. So that's where the inspiration came from.
Oh, and what do you hope listeners will take away from it when they hear it for the first time?
Well, Brent, when I listen to the song, even now, it just really makes me feel very warm and happy. I can almost close my eyes and see this person that I'm describing in the song sitting next to me. I can feel my hands running through her hair and her skin on my palms, and it's really special in that way. So I hope, if anybody listening has a special somebody in their lives, that it makes them feel the same warmth, the same happiness, this sort of raw, I really just love who you are kind of feeling. So
that's beautiful. That's beautiful. And your debut single, Hold On, picked up the Writer's Pick of the Month, I believe, from Texx The City, which actually is no small thing. How did that recognition impact you as an artist?
Yeah, well, I must be honest, it was right in the beginning and I didn't actually know what it meant. So I saw it as a bit of luck. So I don't know if it affected me in any massive way, but yeah, there's many things that have happened that have been massive blessings. I mean, God has been so fruitful in this journey of mine. So I'm excited to see what comes next.
And over 2,000 radio plays in your first year. That's a serious start. Has anything about this journey surprised you so far?
Sorry, say that again, Brent. Anything about this journey there?
That surprised you, your musical journey. What has surprised you so far about it?
Yeah, failure.
Failure?
That's, yes, failure. That failure is going to come for you no matter what. It knows where you're hiding. It can smell fear. So if you think you're beyond failure, you think twice. It's been a massive learning curve in learning, a whole new thing that I'm doing, and that failure can come in different shapes and forms. And when you really think something's going to be successful, it never happens the way you think it happens. And then having to adapt to that feeling and work it out and remind yourself why you do what you love. I would say that's the biggest learning curve so far.
That's interesting. That's very, very interesting. With all the success you've had, you're still fearing failure.
Yeah, well, I mean, there's always a bigger fish, Brent, and everybody wants something better, So, like I said, it's all in perspective. It's important to remind yourself that it's for the music. It's not for the numbers. It's not for the people that are, going crazy. It's really just for the love of what you do. That's why we do it. So,
that's the one thing that really stands out is your approach. Making music for the sake of music and not chasing trends or numbers. And in today's industry, that's actually quite rare. How do you stay grounded in that mindset?
Well, I have really fantastic friends around me that have been in the industry for a while. I often sort of tell them how I'm feeling about, everything that's going on. And they very quickly tell me that, you got to remember, this is just, you're doing this because you love it, And then I'm also aware of the fact that it is a gift to be able to do this, and a blessing that God has given me to have this talent. And that for me is the main thing that I do it for, is because I've got this gift. It's not always easy when you're in this massive world of music. You very quickly want success and want the next thing and want the next thing, but you've got to pull it back just to remind yourself that it's because of the music, and that's the only reason you do it. So
I love that. Daniel, it's been an absolute pleasure chatting to you, and thank you so much for sharing your story and your music with us. But before I let you go, where can our listeners follow you and keep up with maybe your latest releases?
Yes, well, all my music is on all the streaming platforms, obviously. You can find it all there. But if you'd like to come and have a chat or see what I do in my life, you can get me on Instagram and TikTok and everywhere else at DanielJohns_music. I'm the same everywhere, so yeah.
There we go. And I'm sure that if you just Google Daniel John, you'll actually find him as well. Right, Cape Town. I know Daniel's got to get off. He's got another interview or another meeting he's got to go to. But it is time to experience this song for yourself. Here is Daniel John with his latest single, Sea Full of Curls.
Every moment, every breath I take, lost in your world, and all that I am, and all that I'm showing, I'm drowning beneath the weight. You're just glowing. You fill up the room, all the corners of my life. You move like the sun, spilling through every outline. I'm torn across time, every cell, every street sign. I'm floating up to the sky, up to cloud 9. And I can't believe what you've done to me. Now you've taken me overhead, over shoulders. I never knew that you could be so in love, so deeply, so completely. I never knew that you would be this to me. You tore right through turn the light in the darkness. All that I thought I was changed since I've been near you. A sea full of curls, a home full of magic, a life full of holding on to you. My muse, my aura, and I can't believe what you've done to me. Now you've taken me over head, over shoulders. I never knew that you could be so in love, so deeply, so completely. I never knew that you would be. I've been all across love, held by another, giving my heart and hopes for another. Thought it lost, convinced never gonna. Found inside you all the shades of a color by me. Now you've taken me over head, over shoulders. I never knew that you could be so in love, so deeply, so completely. I never knew that you would be this to me.